What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Fight Like Hell podcast, episode 71. We're coming to you on a Thursday, September 29th, in the year 2022. For those of you who are listening to us in 137. I had to come up with like a
Do you
completely
know what you're
different
talking about right now?
millennia. Yeah, no, it was a different millennia. Anyways, I got my heterosexual life mate to my left. He's over there.
Are you sure? Where am I at?
Name my stuff. Is my camera backwards? It might be
You're
backwards.
backwards.
I might be back. No, you can read the S racer at the top.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Well, for some reason when I went to point
You're just
left,
mentally backwards.
this is my right, but on the screen it's my left. Wait, no, it's actually on their screen. It's their right too.
Make
So
up your mind, Rob. Where am I at?
you're to my right physically. All right. Who are you?
On my screen, you're on my right.
But on my screen, you're on my left.
Yes, because
But
you're over here.
Yeah, you're over here. But
Yeah.
this is actually my left. And this is your. All right. Who are you? What do you do? What are we doing
Why
here?
are you here?
So, hi, Austin. How are you?
Terrible.
Yeah.
I have to put up with you.
Whatever. Honestly, at this point, we just do it for our listeners because I don't know. We're gonna tell you.
This?
We're gonna tell you why here in a little bit. It's just Austin and I. But first, we're gonna hit you guys with a couple promotions and weekend adventures. What's that?
Do your job.
Oh, promotions?
Yeah.
All right. The first promo of the show goes to Invicta Coffee. I'm pretty sure they just put out a promo code today for it's actually better than the Fight Like Hell one. And it's because something about I think he's discontinuing some of his shirts and about ready to do like a new shirt drop after.
Well, he put it out today because it's International Coffee Day.
That's true. But anyways, Spencer at Invicta Coffee has really good coffee. They're doing a promotion right now through the weekend called Coffee Day. I think it lasts all weekend or it's at least today. If you don't get this in time to use it for the weekend of the 30th, I would definitely use our promo code Fight Like Hell, all one word, to save some money on some amazing coffee. And you guys want to get over there sooner than later because he's about ready to get rid of all his merch. He's doing like a new release, I think, coming up really soon.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Okay. Our second promotion is Patriot Cookies. They're also a veteran-owned company that's run by our friend Johnny B. Fit Tack or Tactical Fit.
Johnny B. Tack Fit?
Yeah, that word. Anyways, I talked to Johnny today. He's down in Florida, South Florida. He's doing good. He didn't have any house damage from Hurricane Ian. I almost called it Irene.
Irene again?
Yeah. We'll get into that too, because like the hurricane passed through Florida and is kind of, I think, still passing through Florida right now, like the tail ends of it.
Yeah.
But Patriot Cookies is our second sponsor of the podcast. If you go over to their website and order some cookies and you use the code Fight Like Hell, all one word, you can save 15% off some amazing cookies. So, weekend adventures. What did you do over the weekend?
What did I don't think I did anything this past weekend.
Helped me. Me and you worked together on shit this weekend.
We didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing at all.
We did some stuff this weekend. We spent money.
I mean, we spent money on something that we're trying to learn and figure out.
Yeah, we're eventually going to have a guest on. And it's going to be another topic that we're going to talk about later. But we pretty much had a low-key weekend and worked on some stuff for the business. We have a couple new patches that are dropping this weekend. And Worked on a couple other things on the back end of Saber 6 to kind of conclude everything that we got going on with the 22 challenge. There you go. Your screen is backwards.
I know what you're talking about.
There we go. There's one of the patches that we're releasing. Fight
It's
Like
the only
Hell.
one I have right now.
Where's the other ones?
It's over there in the closet.
Go get them.
I don't want
to. We need them. Everyone needs to see them. Go
they
get
say
them.
Saber 6, so they don't matter.
Go get the blue one at least. I want that one. All right.
Oh, you mean? There you go. Well, it's the same as this.
No, it doesn't matter. That company doesn't even exist anymore, which we're gonna get into later. That's a relic. That was back before the dinosaurs walked the earth. All right, he's gonna go get it. Now let's talk shit while he's gone. Your whole camera station's shaking. Everything's shaking. Yep. Anyways, Austin's going to get some of the new patches that we're releasing, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say this yet, but I am gonna say it because, like, you guys will obviously see it here soon. Austin's gonna be moving over some of the stuff from Vigilant Humble over to Saber 6, and we're gonna start running that
Fuck
site
Saber
together.
6. Fuck Saber 6.
Even though Saber 6 made you money, so like, fuck off.
I mean, I did like 90% of the work, so
it's about time you did something. All right, where's the patch? That one. That's a black and white one. That one is neon blue and neon pink.
And then the standard.
And then the standard one. And these are cut at like 2.5 inch, so they're
a little bit smaller than
slightly smaller than the last ones, but they still look pretty good. We're gonna be selling them for, I think, like $9.97. So that's the size comparison. So it's just like slightly smaller.
It looks bigger on that.
Yeah, no, they're not that much bigger. But we look forward to releasing those. Plus, we might be doing a flash sale this weekend, so stay tuned to our social media.
Everything's 100% off.
No, maybe on your website. But
what are you talking about? I'm gonna be the one that sets it up. So,
no, you do that. You start selling. I'm just gonna terminate Saber 6. No one's gonna get anything. All right, so
everything is free.
So now that we've gone about 8 minutes into this, we should tell you about
that Rob's a bitch.
Why it's just Austin and I tonight. Because we truly think this person is a good person and runs a good business, and we do like him as a human and the fact that he served his country as well as we did. We're going to keep him nameless, but we are going to go on a fucking little rant here.
Well,
so
here's
the deal.
Rant.
I'm going to go on a rant because you ranted on him for us in our DMs. So probably about like last week, Wednesday or Thursday, we were trying to come up with a guest, and we didn't have one lined up for last week. So Austin and I said, fuck it, like, we'll just do the podcast. Simultaneously, there's someone that we've been doing business with recently, was suggested as a podcast guest. And this person wants to start their own podcast. So we figured it'd be really good to have this person on because he has another personality that he works with. He would get an idea of how we kind of run things. And he's got a really cool backstory. He also runs a business. Figured great guest, great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Reached out to him. Originally, we planned for the weekend. Weekend, for whatever reason, didn't work out. Partially was on... It was kind of mutually agreed that the three of us wouldn't do this weekend. Because originally...
was it Saturday or Sunday?
I think we wanted to do Saturday. Saturday night was supposed to be the first time. Personally, I wanted to do Saturday night just because of the fact that I work Monday through Friday. Well, I work Tuesday through Friday. And it would be nice to do it on the weekends because a lot of our guests, like, that come on, especially if they're East Coast, we have to go like as soon as I get off work. And it makes it it makes it challenging because we want to get our guests on. We don't want to do it too late, but we don't want to do it too early because I have work to do out here at the canyon. So, anyways, for whatever reason, it was mutually agreed upon that we would not do it this weekend, even though it was originally discussed as, hey, like, let's do it this weekend. That's, we'll kind of not even call it a strike, but it was a considered option. Option 2 was, let's do it on Tuesday. Let's set up the time. We're going to do this on Tuesday because we're not doing it on the weekend. I was pretty upset about this and annoyed because I would like to do it on the weekend. But we all agreed that, like, fuck it, like, we'll do it on Tuesday. Tuesday rolls around and it's about 15 minutes before the podcast starts. We get a message from this person saying that something came up with his family. They had to take care of it. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm pretty transparent on this podcast. I was fucking annoyed. I was pretty fucking pissed because we hadn't had a guest in over a week. And I wanted this podcast to happen. And now we have someone backing out 15 minutes prior. On top of that, I had some other things going on in my personal life, and I was super annoyed. Austin was like, hey, like, we can't do that. We can't get mad at someone, especially if they're bringing up family, right? I mean, that was your angle. Like, you're like, we don't know what's going on. Let's just see if they'll reschedule. Because at the same time, we have other people that are lined up to do the podcast, but they're like a week or two out, or they're after like
They're
our
already
SOS
scheduled
meetup.
other times.
They're already scheduled. So, like, we need someone for Tuesday through this weekend, or the podcast isn't going to happen, or Austin and I are sitting here together doing this, which we are currently, as you can see. So he cancels. He tells us his family reasons. We're like, okay, whatever. Water under the bridge. Can you come back on later this week? Yes. Wednesdays and Fridays are bad, or whatever he said it was, but Thursday was good. Thursday was supposed to be a good night because he wasn't involved with sports with his kids or something like that. Like, sometimes guests get us like confused because I know our next guest has kids too, and they play sports as well.
Damn, kids ruin everything is what we're getting at.
Yeah. So don't have kids. That's the life lesson. If you had kids, you can't be a guest anymore. Pretty sure viewership just went down like astronomically on that. We're totally kidding. Oh yeah, that's how we got canceled. Anyways, so here we are today, and it was the reschedule for technically the third time. And we confirmed with him probably about like 4 or 5 hours ago that we were on, which we confirmed with him last Tuesday as well, that we were on for the time. And probably about, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say it was around like 6:50 our time. So about 40 minutes before the podcast was supposed to go live, he canceled and said that he has to help his daughter with, I don't know if we should say it or not, but he's,
no, it's fine.
I mean,
yeah, his daughter.
He had to help his daughter with something. We're not going to say what, but in our opinion, I mean, actually, you know what? Because like Austin called me and he was annoyed, and I was about ready to fly off the fucking handle about it. So, what do you want to like specify, like how we handled this, or do you want to?
I just told him I was annoyed with him because we already rescheduled once, and I understand. Family happens, family comes first, but after the third attempt of trying to get him on here, it's kind of annoying when you plan something and then they fall through again.
Yeah. So this person will not be our guest.
Instead, I gotta stare at Rob.
Yeah, and he wrote us a bunch of messages that I haven't personally read yet. I'm sure it's going to create like probably a little bit of bad business going forward between all of us. But
I said, fuck you, and don't ever call us again.
No, Austin was actually pretty polite but very stern. Because here's the thing, like
compared to Rob,
this podcast works best when we have guests
Oh yeah, no,
because
100%.
they're way more interesting than you and I rambling. We value our guests. We take pride in our guests. We think our guests are like the greatest part of the show because they provide content and different businesses, different stories to all of you, which we care about deeply. This podcast functions off of our guests. Occasionally, I think it's nice when Austin and I just do a podcast together, and there's a time and place for that. But when we're lining up, like at this point, I think there's like 3 or 4 people in the queue right now.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have time to like be canceled on multiple times because then it affects the way that you all get to hear this or listen to it. Because I know maybe you look forward to hearing from us, but personally, I think you guys benefit more by hearing from our guests than just us. So, but Austin and I discussed it and we said that we should still do a podcast. And I said, I'm going to blast this dude, but I'm just going to leave him nameless just out of respect. But at the same time, like pretty frustrating. Exactly. So we're going to move on from that into something that I got to share my screen for. So,
do you know how?
Yeah, I do.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Have you ever done this before?
Well, while I'm doing that, why don't you talk about what I'm getting ready to share?
Yeah, so I mean, over this past weekend, me and Rob kind of dived into some NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, which is a form of cryptocurrency. You're on the wrong page. Oh no, you're on the right page. Never mind.
I was gonna say, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, so just click on one.
All right. So the interesting thing about this company is, let's bring them up real quick. Smoking Apes, right?
Smoking Gorilla.
Smoking Gorillas. All right. Anyways, this company is a company that we were interested in. I did the wrong button. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to go. No, I don't want.
That's a Twitter. What are you trying to do here?
I want to see the one landing page. I think it's.
Yeah, you go to beach. Go to Mint.
So
Oh, you're talking about that one. Okay.
Yeah, we wanted to be in on the Smoking Gorillas because we're hoping that within a year or two they can be somewhat as popular as Bored Apes. What are Bored Apes, you might ask? Bored Ape NFT.
Very super popular NFT.
Insanely expensive NFT that started off around like $200 to buy in. And
a year ago,
and now they're worth 80,000 or more per ape.
They're worth 6 figures.
Yeah, it's insane. Whoops, wrong one. All right.
No,
anyways,
okay.
The cool thing that Austin and I did was we bought 2 this weekend, and they're still available to mint. If you guys have questions on how to mint, don't ask us. I'm just kidding. You can ask us. We'll help you.
Ask Rob. He knows everything.
Yeah, okay. But the cool thing is they released them on Sunday, and today they finally went live with, see how like these are flicking pictures?
Yeah,
I have one.
You don't know what you got until today.
Yeah, so today's the big reveal. So we're like, fuck it, like let's reveal these on the podcast. So I'm gonna go with one of my orders was 1004. So click on it.
Yep. And then click on the refresh icon up there that you see. Yep. And then you're gonna have to give it a minute.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have to refresh the actual page.
Yeah, so it was minted 4 days ago. These are other people from the collection. Let's see what I end up with. Go ahead and hit it.
Yeah. Yep. See if it refreshed it. Not yet. So it might take a couple of minutes to refresh the metadata. But
this was a fun little process. One night, I think you and I, what night was that? Saturday night. We're on
do
the
you want to
phone
get
for
into the
like,
details of that, Rob?
I mean, like, we can talk about like what we did that evening. Like, oh
Oh, there
shit,
you
there we
go.
go.
That's the one you got.
I got an iced out crying ape.
Yep. He's sad because he's with you.
Oh fuck.
He's
Look, he's
sad.
got
He's
like a grill though. Does it get bigger?
yeah.
Nope. All right, let's go look at the other one.
Yeah. It's sad because he's stuck with you. That's why he's crying.
Well, that's one of them.
Yeah, and the same
Fresh.
thing. And then give it a minute or two.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so what made us get into NFTs, Rob?
Full Send podcast. Right?
So who did they have on?
Mark Cuban and
I mean,
Board Ape Shot
I
Club.
was talking about the one I listened to.
It all started because like I had listened to that episode when they had the Board Ape Yacht Club guy on. Well, this is loading. Let me just bring up Open Seas for like a Board Ape so you can see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
There they
right
are.
there.
They're
Number
literally the most number one search thing.
So
Starting price.
This is the cheapest one, right
Cheapest
there.
one, $110,000, 218.
And that's
like
Ethereum.
That's Ethereum, but that's what it. So it's 82 Ethereum, which equals 110,000.
$110,000 for an NFT.
So the cool thing about all this stuff is
you can go back to see what they were minted for.
Exactly. So
which is right there in item activity. If you scroll down, right there.
This thing was minted a year ago.
Yeah, it doesn't say the price.
But we know because we listened to the Bored Apes episode that all initial buyers paid $250.
200. It's like, well, at that time it was like $200 even. Because Ethereum, that's what Ethereum was priced at.
And they got transferred, and the first person to buy it bought it for 32
Ethereum.
Bitcoin or Ethereum.
That's Ethereum.
I know. I can't speak English. All right, let's see.
So go back. Let's see. Hit enter.
I didn't want to. I wanted to do something different. Watch it be the same thing.
Right. No, they're all different. Oh, there. That's kind of cool.
That one's kind of cool. It's got a tie.
Has a
mohawk, tie-dye shirt.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to see.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know how to look for mine.
Let's see what the collection looks like too.
Yeah, this is a collection of a lot of basically all the ones that have been revealed. I think that one's cool.
So they're starting at $17. Keep in mind these released today.
Yeah.
And the people that bought these, you see how it says 939?
Yeah,
they were in the whitelisted. So these people were either given them or they bought them for super cheap because the top 1,000 I think were whitelisted. We didn't know about this company until like over the weekend. But
well, we didn't get into NFTs until the weekend.
Yeah, but I mean these are some of the ones that they got up right now, and like that one's going for $26. So the plan is we're going to hold on to some of these. Came out so fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
Like that one's really cool.
$332 they want for it.
I mean, they might get it. Like I think at this point it won't sell at that. Dude, look at this one with the Jason mask.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of really cool ones out there. Yeah, they want $1,000 for that one.
And that one was under 1,000. So like it's one of the initial buy ones.
Yeah.
So that's good. Like that's almost an Ethereum. And then as you can see here,
it's still 0.03.
Yeah. As you can see, these people haven't opened theirs yet. This one's terrible looking. They want you to make an
Nothing.
offer on it.
Yeah, it hasn't been listed yet.
Interesting. Well, either way, we got ours. I mean, that's better than what we bought it for. It's almost worth
Yeah.
just buying it to have it.
Yeah, a lot of some people are just selling them because they got them for free or whatever.
Maybe I should buy one right now here on the podcast.
I don't know about here on the podcast. Maybe after the podcast.
What if that one's gone?
I don't know what to tell you.
It'd make me sad though.
Just wait. We'll look at this after the podcast, Rob.
You don't want to do it now? I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. All right.
I'm the buy it, and you can't have it.
Oh, that's why you want it. I mean, that's cheaper than actually doing a mint.
Well, yeah, it was because they got them for free,
or they got
very
for
little.
cheap.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't want more money for it. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know. Or like, let's see. Oh, you can actually go and look at people's stuff.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see what people have.
Oh, then what's your thing?
I have to give you my wallet or something. We'll do it afterwards because I don't even know.
Show the people.
We'll do it afterwards because I'm not even know. I don't know. You have to send your wallet number, so I don't know what that is. So we'll do it afterwards.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not worth it. But yeah, so
that one's cool. I like that one. The 1005.
The 1005 is cool. Were yours pretty cool?
It was okay.
Why not the greatest?
I mean, there's other better ones out there. Definitely, I've seen.
I want to switch profiles to the other one.
Oh, just hit your wallet. Just hit log out. Where it says log out? Nope. Go back. Hit log out. Scroll down. Hit log out. And then click on a Coinbase. So if you go to Trap Monkeys, they went up. I sent you their story post they made.
So these are
the first ones we did.
These are the first ones we bought. That now, like, entry wise,
that one's just $3.
I thought you said they went up.
That's what they showed in their story. So
they're lying.
I know.
$3.
I mean, we didn't buy them for that much. We buy them for a couple dollars.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. So we have Trap Monkeys. These ones, none of these were minted. These are all ones that we
didn't know about minting at that point.
Yeah. At that point,
we're still learning.
We are still learning. And we're hoping to have someone on. This one's actually kind of cool. So this is Snoop Dogg and Steve Aoki did a collaboration. What it is like a ticket towards a song or something like that. Or like,
correct.
Yeah. So now I have access to that song. And Snoop Dogg has his own like NFTs. And a lot of his stuff is music.
Yeah.
Driven.
I mean, it's Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I mean, Snoop Dogg owns a Bored Ape.
Of course he does. There's a bunch of celebrities that have them. They're like pretty much the only people that can afford them at this point. And then like the interesting thing behind that is the way they have it set up is once you get a Bored Ape, no matter which one it is, even if it looks stupid or whatever, it costs a lot or a little bit, you're part of an exclusive club. So from the Bored Apes, what they ended up doing was releasing or mutants next, or
Yeah, the mutants and the Kennel Club.
what is it called?
Bored Ape, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, right there.
So people got airdropped these ones if they had a Bored Ape already.
Correct. Yeah, these
And
were
they
all
start around
the.
like $21,000.
Yeah, and grant they got these for free because they were airdropped to them if you owned a Bored Ape, along with the Kennel Club. They
Yeah.
also dropped the Kennel Club, airdropped the Kennel Club too.
Yeah. So these are all affiliated, and even like this one is worth
Yeah, it's still 9,000
$9,000.
because it's associated with the
Bored Ape.
Bored Apes.
Yeah, so Bored Ape Kennel Club, and then the other one's like Bored.
Mutant Ape.
Yeah, Mutant Ape Kennel Club. It's all crazy stuff, though. That one's $21,000. Crazy.
Yeah, pocket change, Rob.
All right. I think we've bored enough people with us blabbing about.
What are NFTs?
I know we didn't even explain what NFTs were. All right, stop.
They're they're non-fungible tokens.
Yeah,
The
that's
form of
like
crypto.
not.
It's the new form of crypto.
Yeah, it's an investment that we're hopefully gonna make money on, or hopefully we joined an elite club of something.
Trying to, at least.
Okay,
We're trying to make millions and millions of dollars.
pretty much. You want to cover the next topic?
What is the next topic?
22 challenge.
22 challenge. So, I mean, 99% of you know what the 22 challenge is. It ends tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day to get your 22 miles in.
And that's when you're gonna do all your miles.
All of them in one day.
Awesome. What didn't you do this month?
Virtually.
What didn't you do this month?
I
Admit
don't
it.
know what
Transparency. Transparency.
I did everything this month.
You did some stuff at the beginning of the month, but then it became an excuse.
I did like 1 mile.
You didn't do shit. Don't lie to these people. They deserve more.
I did
Did you even do 22
0.001.
steps?
I mean,
Have you done 22
not with 22
steps?
pounds.
Yeah, no, then it doesn't count. We have freaking pregnant ladies and shit doing this challenge.
I know. And then she had a baby, and then she was out there fucking like 2 days later doing it again. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, definitely. Shout out Sadie. Congratulations on the baby, and congratulations on like literally 2 days later thinking you have to go out and finish the challenge. I had to like message her. I was like, yo, like for real, you don't have to be out there doing that. Like you realize like
I was like, "You
still
just
like
had
a
a
week or
fucking
two
baby.
left in the month. You just had a baby. Like chill out." Yeah. So
Yeah. 2 days later, we see her out there. It's like, why?
yeah,
You should be
no,
out
but
resting.
people got motivated. I mean, I'm super proud of like I'm
I
proud of
think Bree
Amanda. Like
Cannon's at like 60 miles.
he messaged me today. He's like a mile or two away from his third 22
Yeah,
challenge.
it's fucking ridiculous.
And then there's one lady, I can't think of her name right
Margot or
now.
Maggie or something.
Maggie. She's trying to hit 100 miles this month, and I think she's like 60 or 70 miles in. Some of you people are psycho. Soon as I hit my 22 miles, I took off my vest and just started hiking. I think I'm at like 40 miles on the month or something like that, but most of it has not most of it. About more than half of it has been the 22 challenge, and then the
I thought
rest
you were gonna
is
say you
back
did.
to normal.
I thought you were gonna say you did 40 miles with your. I was like, no, you fucking didn't.
No, I'm honest with the people. I did my challenge. You said you were going to do your challenge. You got one day to complete your challenge. So I would suggest
I'm
you
gonna do like
start
1
now.
mile tomorrow.
Austin doesn't care.
Nope. I don't care. Not at all.
Yep. But you know
I'm
what?
just in this for your money, Rob.
You're just in it for what?
For your money.
I mean, that's what it seems like at this point. Wow. I think I need to go take away a bully stick from Allie because it's
I
getting
thought you
really
give it to her
small.
to distract her. Make up your mind. I thought you gave it to her to distract her.
Yeah, but she's already eaten all of it. I don't want her to choke. So maybe thank everyone for the 22 challenge. We're gonna be able to talk about like what we're gonna do next with like Oath to Country that we're gonna be sending off their donations, and then we'll get into shipping and stuff.
Okay, hurry up.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna talk shit about you. Okay, well Rob's gone. Fuck that guy. He's an asshole. But no, we definitely thank all of you for doing the 22 challenge. This is our second year doing it, and it was a good success. Just as good, if not a little bit better than last year. So, like I said, we'll keep doing this every year. The next challenge we have planned is the March for Miles, which will be in March of next year. And that's our big challenge for now. Rob decided to be gone for a long time, so I'm just sitting here talking to myself. So, but yeah, so like I said, and then we have the October meetup in Las Vegas. That'll be, let's see, let's look at dates real fast. We are looking at the 8th, 9th, and 10th in Las Vegas. So we will be meeting up there in Las Vegas, and the plan is to do a Red Rocks hike in Las Vegas, at Red Rock State Park, and then we're going to and then have a dinner with everybody that shows up. Rob finally decided to come back now that I'm done talking shit about him. So yeah, the meet up in Vegas. Rob's gonna be the number one host there. He's gonna boil all of his money and take you guys deep into the wilderness.
Not really, but okay. Yeah, no.
What's happening
Excited
in
about.
Vegas, Rob?
We're gonna do another 22 challenge all in 1 hour. No, I'm just
Rob's gonna
kidding.
do it by himself.
We're meeting up in Vegas, and we're gonna do a nice little get together for an SOS meetup post 22 challenge. We're gonna do a dinner out there. We all got a hotel at the same place, and it should be a nice little get together. It's kind of like the first one that SOS is hosting, and we're excited about that. And that's going to be out near Red Rock. And ironically, someone that recently just finished the challenge, remind me his name, Fishing for PTSD, I think it is.
Yeah.
He lives out near Red Rock, so he said he's going to show up too. And we have a handful of other people that are coming out.
Is Allie mad at you now?
Yeah, come here.
She's like, "You asshole! You took away my bully stick. How dare you?"
Allie, come here.
She's like, "Fuck you, Dad."
You should see his dog. She's like underneath me.
She's
on
mad
her
at you.
back, like begging for like.
She wants love and attention that you never give her.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get into like the next subject. It's kind of like difficult, and it's probably going to be better explained on the podcast. So we'll probably do a snippet of this for like a post.
Are you talking about Hurricane Ian?
No,
that's next on the list.
Well, it doesn't matter. You didn't put the other thing on the list. It has to be.
I did too. About. If you look down, motherfucker.
Where? Oh, it is there. I thought that it's like right on top of ATI.
Yeah, I spaced it out. Happy now? Gee.
Yeah, fucking make it readable. Gee. All right. First, we're going to talk about something else. Hurricane Ian, or as I like to call it earlier, Irene. I fucked up. But
Can you read it now?
yes, I can. Anyways, we have a lot of friends and family in Florida. My parents live out there. I have a lot of friends out there, and then we have a lot of people that we do business with, and or are a part of like the Fight Like Hell, Vigilant, Humble, or Saver Six like family.
Hmm.
Um, Handful of people have had like damage to their house, mainly from like flooding. Saw a little bit of that on social media today. Um,
Well, what'd your
mm,
parents wake up to? They said,
what was it, like 5 or 6 inches of water?
yeah, in their garage. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some water in the garage. Luckily, like my parents live on beachside, and a lot of
Mm,
the beachside houses are designed just in case you have a storm surge where the water comes up too high.
mm,
Um, their house is basically like on a second story, and their garage is downstairs, obviously their driveway and their backyard and all that stuff.
mm,
But we got pictures today in a group message from my mom of like the backyard being completely flooded and like the side of the house and parts of the garage I guess got flooded too. No like major damage to anything. No one got hurt as well, which is important. But yeah, I guess as far as I know, there hasn't been any deaths related to
I mean, I'm
Hurricane
sure there has
Ian.
been,
Okay.
especially in like the Fort Myers area. The Fort Myers area got completely destroyed.
Yeah. Well, let's see where Hurricane Ian is now.
Yeah. So right now the toll is at least 17 are dead.
Okay. Well, my apologies for
Yeah.
misstating
How
that,
dare you, Rob? Jeez.
but it looks like it's pretty much off the coast now, and it's heading
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. It's pretty much
But
gone through.
the problem is, and a lot of I grew up in Florida, so like I dealt with a lot of hurricanes,
Hmm.
and the eye and the far side of the hurricane. So like the second part, like once
Yeah.
the eye passes over is usually like the most deadly part and some of the
Hmm.
roughest winds. So like the backside of the hurricane usually has the most things. And
Hmm.
like right now, like the hurricane is passing over Orlando and where my parents live out near Daytona Beach. And um one of my friends who's a DJ out in Orlando, it's it's kind of, I don't even want to say it's funny, but it's so yesterday on his stories he's posting all the stuff from his lake house that him and a couple of my other buddies live out, of them like partying out there, kind of like making fun of the storm the entire
Having a
time.
hurricane party.
Yeah, and that's what most Floridians do. And they lost power. My parents haven't had power for the last like over 24 hours, but they have a generator. So they're like
Yeah.
they're fine. They've dealt with hurricanes for a very long time.
Yeah.
Um Anyways, so my friend was out like putting all these videos up. He's actually a part of the Saver Six family, which is, I don't even know if he listens to this podcast, but he was out just videotaping shit and having a good time, kind of making fun of the storm and everything. And then there was a good like 12 or 14 hours he didn't post anything on his story. And when I was looking at his story before I got off work today, he had posted like a few hours ago, like he had written like a text message and screenshot it. That way it was easier to like get it on like stories or whatever. But it
Hmm.
basically said that, because the last video they did was them, they were driving around like outside in Orlando and like, oh my gosh, there's no lights and this and that. And look at all this rain, look at all this rain. So next post was in the middle of the night while he was like trying to get ready for bed or sleeping. All of a sudden he heard like running water, and it just started pouring into his
Mhm.
room and filling up his room. And I can't remember if he lives downstairs or on the first floor, but either way, like it was pitch black, so he had to panic. And he grabbed like a couple of his hard drives and like a laptop, mainly to like try to safeguard like his music and some of his music that he's produced over the years, and just like whatever he could grab. But he had to do it all in the dark, freaking out because like literally his thing was flooding. Hang on.
Mhm. And I hear it's okay. I hear her yelling. So yeah, I was over there barking at something. So, but yeah, no, like I said, we just for everybody that's in Florida, that's experiencing everything, our hearts go out to you. Just stay as safe as you can out there. And just if you need anything or we can help, just reach out to us.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You know, there's a couple people that I know that had damage, including that friend, and
Mm.
we feel terrible, and I tried to say something, and I'm sure eventually some like relief funds will be made,
Oh,
and
I'm sure. Yeah.
and like, I mean, the only thing that I would say that's like a good thing about this hurricane versus a lot of other like big hurricanes is like the fatality rate. Like 17 is bad, but like
Yeah. Oh
the
yeah. It's not as
it
bad as
can
it.
be so much worse with some of these like
Oh yeah.
monster hurricanes.
Yeah. So here's a photo I found and that's after the hurricane. I mean, it ripped up that whole road. There's houses down. I mean, I saw one where a McLaren was completely underwater.
Yeah. Do you have
I
any
mean,
other
yeah,
images?
that's the only one I found right this second. But like, it's crazy. I mean, luckily, if you live in Florida too, a lot of them have like flood insurance because it happens. It's not like it's a one time thing. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it sucks. It sucks losing everything, but I mean, as long as you're okay and your family's okay, like most shit can be replaced.
100%. Yeah, I mean that's like what I was gonna kind of segue into is
Yeah.
if you're alive and your family's alive, that's what's most important. A lot of the stuff we have these days are on digital devices and on servers that are like backed up. So
Cloud
majority
services
of
and everything.
things like there are a handful of things you should probably have ready to go in an instant.
Especially if you live somewhere like, Florida, and you know this happens. Like it's not just a freak occurrence.
Yeah, and uh, trying to think of how to say this because like people are going through shit right now. Um,
Right.
Hurricanes are like one of the more predictable natural disasters.
Mhm.
Like I'll tell you from personal experience, and even from a couple of people I work with, the earthquakes in Alaska were fucking crazy, and a lot of them didn't make national news just because of the fact that we don't have enough people up there to
Mhm.
recognize. But like, talk about feeling helpless and so vulnerable in a matter of seconds that can like happen at any moment. Whereas like hurricanes,
They're
the
tracked. They're you know.
they're tracked. The only thing that I would say is difficult for our Floridian friends and family is if you want to live there, like you're taking a chance with hurricanes, and the
Mhm.
biggest thing that can be like really bad is the flooding because do you live in an area that's going to be able to receive enough water if it were to
Mhm.
hypothetically rain there for 24 hours? And,
Right.
are you far enough inland? Like my parents have almost lost their house too, where they sit with a couple of the other hurricanes because they're like right in the area where the storm surge comes in. And I don't know. Personally,
Yeah,
I'll never live in Florida again, but at the same time, I get
yeah,
it. Like
and
people
it's
live
and it's
there for a
hard.
reason.
Yeah, and it's hard to with any natural disaster, you know. I mean, and it sucks, but if you just got to be prepared is what it comes down to.
Hmm.
And that's
Yeah,
what we talk about is being prepared for anything.
yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Okay. Anything
All
else you
right.
want to cover about that?
Yeah. Not about the hurricane. I think like Austin said though, if there's something that you need from us, reach out. We'll
Mhm.
try to see what we can do. Maybe if we find out like which one of our like followers has like the worst situation going on, maybe we can start like a GoFundMe or something like that for them, or just help, because I know there's some people that had some like really bad damage. And
Mhm.
yeah. But let's move on to the next topic.
What
We're
I mean,
gonna
next topic is a flash sale this weekend.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Well, actually, before we talk about that, let's talk about the change that's going to be happening. So what
Okay.
are we changing this week? What are we changing on Saturday?
Starting after like this 22 challenge ends, we're a small business, and it was great to have like 70 or almost 80 orders last month. Um, but after us paying out uh, Oath to Country and all the shipping that we had to pay for everything, we can't afford to run the companies without some sort of shipping charge for orders that are under $50. So starting Saturday, I guess you have it set up that we're going to probably do $4.99
Mm-hmm.
for shipping under $50, and then we're going to go back to free shipping. And the way we kind of look at that, and the reason why we settled with that number, is if you literally buy like two shirts, or a shirt, like a challenge shirt, and a patch or whatever, like there's items
Mm-hmm.
on there that you can get to $50 within like two purchases. And it just, like, I don't think you all understand how much money we spent. Like, we talked to Amanda about this before we went live, and she's like, you don't have to release all the details on the exact numbers, but I can't even begin to explain how much it costs to send all you guys your
Well,
stuff.
well, I mean, and that is just frustration on your end
Well,
because
yeah.
I mean, yesterday you were super frustrated.
Well, I was annoyed just because like the way Shopify works, like that's the back end
Mm-hmm.
of our website. Is, we were looking really good. We already have all the money set to the side for Oath to Country,
Mm-hmm.
because we
I think
made
you
it.
said Rescue 22 earlier.
I did, but like it
I
doesn't.
was like, I just thought about that.
No, but like here, I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
I said
I think you said here. I think you said it
no,
earlier
I
here.
didn't. I didn't. I said Oath to Country. I was like stuttering it.
Okay.
Either way, whatever. Um, we had all the money set to the side, which we still do.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, you know, we're a business that, has bills to pay because it costs money to host these websites.
Mm-hmm.
We already got a one bill for pretty absorbent amount of costs that we had factored in towards like shipping
Mm-hmm.
and towards taxes and just everything that goes on the back end of these like websites or
Yeah.
these small businesses. If you have a Shopify account, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the good thing about having a lot of orders is, obviously there can be a profit margin. Um, the bad thing about having a lot of orders and you're not charging for shipping is every single one of those orders now is getting charged for shipping, because the way it does is like we calculate the shipping on the back end of the website to send you guys out your stuff, and then we're charged a few weeks later. So I thought we were all charged for everything. I thought we were good, and then all of a sudden I see another thing, and it's pretty much the exact same price as the last one. So at first I was like, "That's weird," but then it had posted.
There she goes.
Yeah, it had posted yesterday. So I called Austin, like kind of like flipping out about it, and was very mad about the
Mm-hmm.
situation because, like, once again, like we did something great. Like I think it's great what we did,
Mm-hmm.
but we pretty much still had to pay to do this 22 challenge. Like it costs us pretty much, like we almost broke even is what it came down to. And in a way I know, like, to some of you, like, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is like, we're a business. Like, we have to have profits. We can't afford to just keep a company running constantly. And that's part of the reason why Austin and I decided to merge companies. And we might be going under a different name in 2023, but it's just there's a lot of back end expenses, and we can't do free shipping anymore if it's under 50
Mm-hmm.
bucks is what it comes down
Yeah.
to. So yeah, there we go.
Okay. And then on top of that, we're having a flash sale this weekend.
Yes. So this will be a good weekend to experiment with that. I don't know exactly. Will you guys will know this weekend what the flash sale is, like what percentage we're going to come up with a number.
100% off.
No, but that'll be a good opportunity for anyone that wants to get anything to, if you buy a couple items, you could avoid shipping, and then
Mm-hmm.
like it works out a little bit better on our cost margins to
Yeah.
operate. Yeah. So everyone
Yeah.
wants to support small businesses, especially veteran-owned companies. This is your opportunity, because I was
Give us all
so
your
up.
money.
Yeah, I was so upset by everything yesterday. I told Austin, like, I just want to shut down the business. Like, I want to pay out of the country and probably shut down the business, because, like, it's mainly the main goal of it is what we do through Instagram and what we do through this podcast. So, like, who the fuck cares if we sell shirts or not? But at the same time, I'm not going to constantly pay to float my company.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Anything else?
let's get into ATI because Allie's
Yeah.
whining.
I was getting restless over there. She
All right.
hasn't had enough. She hasn't had enough dad time. So yeah, this is ATI. Where we ask, for those of you who haven't listened to us before, this is ATI, where we ask fucked up questions that we find on the internet. So the first one is, if you had a baseball bat in a field, how many kids with helmets could you take out? What's your answer, Rob? How many little kids are you knocking the fuck out
I'm thinking
before
I
they
could.
overtake you?
Thinking because they have helmets on, that like decreases it. But I was also thinking like I could just like
So you're saying
jam it into their
if
throat.
they didn't have helmets on, you could murder
Oh,
more of them?
100%. 100%. Because like you gotta just murk these kids. They're coming to kill you. So like you gotta keep going and keep going. I'm thinking with helmets,
In your current state,
23, 23, 23 safe number.
I think
Without helmets, I think like about 50. Just start smashing them because like they're gonna see their buddy's head get split open and they're like, "Fuck that," and they'll run away.
what if they're demon kids and they don't care?
Demon kids, probably about 15 with helmets, 32 without.
No,
Like,
I think 20 is a reasonable number.
I don't think it's absurd. I think it's possible. What do you got? You're gonna go with 20?
I think 20. Yeah, I think 20 is a reasonable number.
Yeah. Now, if you can just
Okay,
start
so
laying these motherfuckers out, like, might
now
work out fine.
we need to set this up as an experiment. Does anybody
Okay.
know where we can get like 20 to 50 little kids?
Are any kids interrupting your podcast? That was a joke. Remember, ATI is a joke.
Okay,
All
what's the
right.
next one?
If you were taken hostage 10 years ago, what would surprise you the most about the world today?
So my first thought is just the leap in technology. The massive amounts of change in technology that we had. I mean, if you had a phone when you were taken hostage, and you come out and you look at the phones when you're out, they're gonna be 100 times different. What's your answer, Rob?
Yeah, I would think it has to do with phones or
How you watch porn?
yeah, porn availability has gotten a lot better in the last 10 years. We need to pick up a sponsorship from Pornhub. Yeah, no, I would say
Rob will
like
do it.
mainly like
Rob will be your main sponsor.
no. Although we were trying to negotiate Amanda earlier on if she wanted to start an OnlyFans and we'll like Ninja Turtle her face out like with
Rob's gonna be
ninja.
a Ninja Turtle that fucks a man down on Pornhub.
You won't see anyone. They won't be able to tell it's this beard. Anyways, yeah, I guess like technology shift. I can't pinpoint one thing. Like it would have to be cell phones.
Mm.
Just the capabilities of what you can do now versus like 10 years ago.
Okay. Would you rather stop having sex or only be able to eat your least favorite foods? You just could eat mushrooms and mayonnaise or
No,
not have
no,
sex.
like no, no. Like at least favorite doesn't mean like stuff that you don't think is that bad. I need to have sex.
So what are you eating for the rest of your life?
Mm.
Salads. You just get salads for the
Oh
rest of your
God.
life.
Oh God.
You get real skinny.
Have to adapt and overcome. I need to have sex.
Lots of sex and lots of salads for Rob.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sex with Amanda and salads. Yep, that's my answer. I
I mean,
can't
you'd
go
be
without.
skinny at least. You'd be nice
Yeah,
and skinny.
be really skinny.
Yeah, no bulking for you.
All right, what do you got?
I mean, I'm gonna go with sex. My least favorite foods would honestly probably be salads. I hate salads. Neither of us are very big salad people.
No, we're not. All right. Would you rather have sex with a guy for $1 million or and no one knows, or
Or don't do it and everyone thinks you did.
wait, so have sex with a guy for $1 million, but no one knows, and don't do it, and everyone thinks you did?
Yes.
But you get the $1 million either way.
No, you only get the $1 million if you have sex with
Hmm.
him.
I read the question, so you get to answer.
I mean, I'll take $1 million. No one knows about it. The only person that's probably gonna know is you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I might tell you, but I got $1 million. If you ask how I got it, I might tell you.
Yeah, I mean, if no one's gonna know,
I'll just text you one day. I bought a Bored Ape.
I bought us 2 Bored Apes. Is what you should open.
You're like,
with.
how the fuck did you get that money?
Who you fucking? Well, pretended to be gay for a night.
He said he wouldn't tell anybody.
Now I'm gonna tell everyone.
What about you?
I'll do it.
You gonna do it?
I don't want to, but I will.
We're gonna put it on the podcast.
No, no one will know.
If you show up with a Bored Ape, I'll know.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired.
Why are you tired over there? You act like you actually have to work for a living or something.
I do, and we should wrap up this podcast.
Okay. Well, I mean, next week will be fun for you at work, so that's okay.
Yeah. We do look forward to our next guest coming on.
Yeah, we have our next podcast is Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then there won't be a podcast that following week because Rob will be in Texas.
Yeah, and Allie will be whining.
And then the week after that, it'll just be me and Rob again, and we'll go over what happens in Texas.
Yep. All right, close us out because Allie's not going to let me.
You close us out. That's your job.
Allie, you close us out. What do you want, Allie? What do you want? It's a baby. Huh? Oh, there she is. She's going to close us out. There she is.
Allie will close us out.
Allie, thank you for joining us on the Fight Like Hell podcast. This was episode 71. We love you and we appreciate you. Peace.